Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome back to a brand new episode of Gibson's 92, giving you guys the latest and exclusive content on new music, entertainment news, and inspirational quotes by me, the Queen's back at it again. And as always, give you guys the goods. Alright, finally, I listened to Tinashe's new album, Songs for You. It came out last month on November 21st. I apologize for the waiting and the anticipation, but you know how I roll. Sometimes I have to, anticipate and be thrilled. But seeing the fans' reactions, seeing all the love, seeing all the support, and Tinashe fans, we go hard, we support T, and I must say, Tinashe did a damn thing. Period. Capitalization letters Period. I'm gonna tell y'all something. This album is pretty much a redemption to Tinashe's artistry, and throughout all the hurdles and the challenges that she had faced, she pushed through. She's resilient. But I gotta tell y'all this. For those who love Tinashe, I appreciate it on my channel. And I will rant a little bit later on because this video is going to be a special video. And like I said, despite all the BS, I'm going to tell y'all something. Tinashe will forever make good music, period. I don't care what naysayers have to say, because this queen right here, I have other things to do in my life. I don't have time to be arguing with a bunch of trolls and haters. But carry on in Beyonce voice. Because as I always do and how I always roll, I'm going to drop shit and I'm going to drop it. And for this album, Songs for You, it's a perfect example of Tinashe's sound as a whole and as a collective. I've always have said Tinashe's music, it stems from like that eclectic, eccentric sound, that dark, moody, sensual R&B and hip-hop sound. But see, she has always had like that chameleon vibe essence of her music. And reflecting back, because I have Tinashe's mixtapes, of course, I have Tinashe's albums, of course. So her music overall, her sound from this album, I'm getting a little bit of Night Ride, I'm getting a little bit of Blackwater, I'm getting a little bit of Aquarius, Reverie, and Amethyst. Now, listening to this album is such a refresher, because listening to each song, each track gives me a reminiscence of her previous work. But as always, Tinashe always pushes the limit and experiments with her music. Every single time she'll come out with something new and it just be fresh. It's nothing stale. It's just, it has that innovation. And this is why Tinashe is pretty much underrated, because I've said this over and over again. Tinashe is not the kind of artist just to cater to any old body. She's not the kind of artist that her audience is basically from her underground mixtape fans and her mainstream fans as well. And Tinashe fans, we already know what's up, because for those who don't understand Tinashe's artistry, for those who still don't like her music, I don't care about that. I don't give a shit about that, because listening to this body of work, I finally got the time to listen to each track. I must say, I can applaud this woman for never giving up, doing what she loves to do with her music and her art. But we have 15 tracks from Songs for You: Feelings, Life's Too Short, Hopscotch, Stormy Weather, Save Room for Us, Story of Us, Die a Little Bit featuring Miss Banks, Perfect Crime, Cash Race, Link Up, Touch and Go featuring Slack, No Better, You So Much Better featuring G-Eazy, and Remember When. So my favorite tracks are Feelings, Life's Too Short, Hopscotch, Stormy Weather, Save Room for Us, Story of Us, Die a Little Bit featuring Miss Banks, Perfect Crime, Link Up, Touch and Go featuring Slack, Know Better, and Remember When. So, those are my favorite tracks, and really what Tinashe does is very smart and very genius. When Tinashe makes like these up-tempo records, especially has a hip-hop vibe feel, I noticed that she makes sure that she sounds like her. She don't sound like everybody else. She's even rapping on some of these tracks, and her bars are hot. They spit. She can spit. She can rap. So Tinashe has already been a versatile artist, because from her previous work, she's been rapping, spitting, but it's like people who really try to downplay this woman's, music in her catalog. Sometimes it baffles me, but I don't take it too personal, because my thing is Tinashe music will always speak for itself, and her fans will always appreciate her music. And being a Tinashe fan, it's like this. I have thick skin because I know there's some people who don't like Tinashe's music for many number of reasons. It's fair game, so I understand that. But I just find it so funny how that a talent like Tinashe gets so much unnecessary shade and hate and overlooked. But see, hey, that comes with the territory, because when you have a gift and your music speaks for itself, it's powerful. And Tinashe's music is powerful. It has a lot of meaning behind it. It's just, she takes you through different experiences, like different scenarios. She takes you on like just life experiences, like life, and going through ups and downs, going through personal issues, going through like with relationships, going through a lot of like, having like that boss, badass mentality, ambition, perseverance. She's giving you a little bit of everything. So I definitely can say I'm satisfied as a fan. I'm so proud as a fan. Listen to Songs for You. It's like, Tinashe has always been Tinashe. There will never be another Tinashe. And this is what really, I'm going to rant a little bit. When Tinashe first came out into mainstream, because I followed Tinashe's music career during her underground, her mixtape days. But when Tinashe came out into the mainstream world, she had the opportunity to showcase her talent as well. And so all she had to do was really, experiment with her music, switch it up a little bit, but maintain her core sound, because that's the sound what really made fans fall in love with her, and fall in love with her music, and fall in love with her as an artist, period. So, mainstream, her debut album Aquarius, which is one of her gems from a debut album, because I do hear little bits and pieces of reminiscence of Aquarius in Songs for You. I hear a little bit of like the aesthetic of the songs. She still gives you like that moody vibe. She gives you like that alternative R&B, and she already developed a sound for her that she stands out, amongst her peers. So, and also I'm gonna say something, because I'm gonna turn to a Super Saiyan. The She-Dragon will come out, but I will be respectful, because like I said, when I say my opinions, you have the right to agree or to disagree. But Tinashe has been getting a little bit of hate for a couple of few days after the release of Songs for You. So let me get back to her sound, period. Her sound is one of a kind, because it kind of gives you like the atmospheric, galaxy, intergalactic sound, but then it's like it gives you a little bit of whimsical magic feel. It's just like that feeling. It's that soul. And I understand people have their own definition and meaning of soul music, but soul music can be anything. Tinashe puts in a lot of time and work and effort and soul into her music. She has never been a cookie cutter artist, but see, that's why people go back to my Tinashe videos and see how, from my perspective and my opinions of her music, Tinashe has always been that kind of artist. She always wanted to be her. She never wanted to be nothing that like didn't really represent her. She didn't want to make the music that, if the music doesn't add up to what she's going through, or if it's not up to her creativeness, if it doesn't live up to what she's doing now creatively, it's not going to work. So she's not going to put out anything just to please the audience. That's why some of her haters and critics, they don't like the fact that she's her own boss. And just because, I'm telling y'all, people can say this and that or and the third, but I tell you what, just stick to your guns. Stick to what you know with your art, because I'm an artist myself, so I know exactly the feeling of trying to navigate, trying to figure out where, like, artistically, where I want to be with my art, because I do painting and drawing. And also check out my latest painting of Aaliyah. Go check that out, because I want to get more views on that. But this is what I'm saying, it takes time to create bodies of work. So when her critics have always have said, well, Tinashe doesn't have a sound, you know, she doesn't have that mainstream sound that connects with the audience. She's not mainstream enough. And I'm sitting up here, I'm just sitting back, minding my business. I'm like, okay, carry on, because it's biased. I feel like people choose not to listen to her music, which it doesn't hurt me, but it's almost like the ones that say, well, we do want to give her a chance, well, we do want to see her do well in mainstream music, but it's kind of condescending. It's like, if you're not checking for her music, keep it pushing. But obviously you're low-key checking for her music, because that's what I'm saying. It's like people are something else nowadays, but I feel like Tinashe, time again, she has pushed through, and the narrative is artists that know who they are, they're going to stick to their guns, they're going to experiment with their music, and whether you like the music or not, it is what it is. I keep preaching this along with the rest of my favorite artists. It's like, I see from Tinashe fans' perspective, shout out to Team Tinashe, y'all gonna love this video, because including myself, it's like Tinashe already had a sound. It's just that Tinashe did not have the right networking, the right management, and the right label to promote her music. And also, the label that she was with last time, they didn't respect her artistry. They did not respect her enough as an artist, where to the point where, hell, if Tinashe would be still on a record label, and if, I mean, in a perfect world, if she was on a record label that really did that understood her artistry, she would have been in a different position, but she would have been in a lot more better position, because I think she would have still been able to cross over into mainstream, and she would have still be able, it's like the label has to value an artist's art, period. The label has to value artists, like the artistry, the direction they're going with their music, and still promote, stay consistent with the singles, keep promoting the music. But unfortunately, the last label didn't do that. That's why it was very frustrating. That's why she had all those delays and pushbacks from her last album. That's why she, it was very frustrating and draining, but she pushed through, because that's why you gotta fight for your art. If you know where you stand, go for it. People can tell you this and that and third, but you gotta know what you want in life. You can't, and you can't please everybody, because I feel like as long as people know what they want in life, that's all that matters. Now, let me get into my Super Saiyan mode, you dig? Alright, there has been some controversial about Tinashe's, presence in music, and when it comes to her sound. Now listen, I'm not going to mention anybody's name, but Tinashe's name was mentioned, and I wasted no energy even dragging and all that. But this is why, when it comes to artists being creatively free, we gotta accept artists for who they are, whether we like their music or not. And I feel that there has always been this Tinashe versus other artists comparisons. I know she have gotten compared by FKA Twigs with her sound. even different R&B artists sound that have a sound that's like that alternative R&B, like her peers like Ella, May, and her, and SZA, and Janae Aiko. Those other female artists are dope too. They have their own eclectic sound where their music is pretty good music as well. So, but for some reason the Tinashe hate train continues, where it's like people feel so threatened by her art and her talent. It's like you don't have to like her music. But see, that's why Tinashe fans, I be seeing the fans go in and drag. I'm like, yep. And there's room for these artists, because we should get out of this, like, like, it's almost like popularity contest, and then we get to this, well, she's not mainstream enough, or he's not mainstream enough bullshit. Cause I'm gonna tell y'all something, mainstream music is crappy. Mainstream music is trash, and I'd rather listen to an artist that makes quality music than other artists who don't really make music for the music culture. But that's my opinion. But I will be prepared if people try to come in my motherfucking mentions, because you already know how I roll. But that's just how I feel, because with Tinashe's music, it's like it's always something new, it's something fresh. She already had an original sound that was edgy. She already had an original sound that was popping, that was so flavorful, that was very charismatic. It was like she was drawing people in. She caught your attention. She catches people's attention because of her music. Her music is pretty much the vessel, the forefront of her artistry and of her, talent, and that makes her who she is as an artist. So it's like looking at other people's opinions. Some people have been, overlooking her. Some people haven't been paying attention to her. Some people don't like her. That's, that just comes with it. But this is why I've always have said, do research for yourself. If you're interested in listening to an artist, whether you're a fan or not, and I do this all the time, listen to their music. See how you get a feel of it. See how you get a glimpse of who they are as an artist. See what direction of their music is. And if you like it, you like it. You don't have to be a huge fan. But if you are a fan, cool. Kudos to you. And I would love to have more Tinashe fans come in the Team Tinashe, fan base, because hey, the more the merrier. But it's like Tinashe will always be that chick, period. And this is another thing. I have read, like, on some Twitter accounts where it's like people said, well, no one never really knew Tinashe, like, outside of the underground. That's right, of course. And Tinashe never really had a hit record, but Tinashe's hit record that really blew up is 2-1. That record itself is pretty much like, platinum record, because she made a lot of noise with that record. And also her other singles she put out, her other singers from like Aquarius and Joyride, even though they did not live up to the height of 2-on, still do not knock this lady down. And unfortunately people will try to label her as a one-hit wonder and all that, just because we don't know what goes behind the scenes in this music business, okay? And it's a lot of stuff be going on, but you don't have to knock someone down or try to tear them down just to prove a point. And I'm trying to refrain from cursing. I'm trying to get better. You don't have to, like, just dismiss a person's, like, impact or dismiss their presence, because I'm going to tell y'all something. Tinashe, pretty much, whether people like her music or not, she will always make music. She will always make music for herself and her fans. That's all that matters. Because at this day and age, I always have said this, it's such a really atrocious time in music, because I feel like growing up, everybody was doing well. Majority of the artists that I grew up, especially in the early 2000s and in 1990s, because I grew up in the era of the 1990s and the early 2000s, where artists, they were successful. They were able to have hit records, album sales, all of the above. But see, now, because the music climate has changed and the lack of consistency from music consumers buying music, because music consumers are not buying CDs as much nowadays. They're not. But the ones who are, that's all that matters. I still buy CDs to this day. But I feel like it goes to show you that Tinashe's, artistry is really, really good. She makes good music. And Tinashe, her artistry, she reminds me a little bit of like Janet Jackson, Britney Spears, Sade, Michael Jackson and Prince. And I hear her influences from Songs for You because she gives a little bit of everything. And I like that, for her sake, she's at a place where artistically she's free. She has her own independent record label. That is phenomenal because now she can do whatever the hell she wants with her music. From now on to ever, she can do whatever the hell she wants to do with her music. And I've said that plenty time again from my other favorite artists, because see, being an independent artist, regardless of the challenges, and even like I said, it takes like longer for artists to put out their music and stuff. But a record label, because I'm telling y'all, nowadays these record labels, it's just business. Can't take it personally. That's just how it is. But it's business, You sign a contract, you follow the guidelines by the contract. No matter how you gotta put out, same thing. How many albums that you gotta put out. And in Tinashe's case, like I said, thankful for her, she was able to get out of her contract and start over. It happens, and it's okay. But this is why independent artists, to be able to make noise and make good music as well alongside with mainstream artists, there's room for everybody. But I like that reading the Tinashe fans comments and reading, the critics comments is really cool because I see things from both sides. However, I'm on Tinashe's side. I'm on Team Tinashe's side because, like I said, before I did this review, I was reading the comments and I'm seeing Tinashe fans, celebrating the success of Songs for You. I'm still seeing Team Tinashe dragging the haters as usual. Look, I'm gonna drop this motherfucking video. Y'all gonna know what's up because I already know. And I don't have time to be dealing with trolls, arguing with, same old online people. Because at the end of the day, when people have a passion for something and they love to do what they do, it is what it is. Get a damn life. Move on with your life. Do something do something productive. Do something that you like to enjoy to do instead of knocking down, bashing on somebody else because you don't like them or their music or whatever the case may be. And I like that, Tinashe, she feels very fulfilled. She feels very successful. She feels very accomplished. She feels like a monkey is off her back. I'm just saying, like, that's like that statement, like, something is off her shoulders. The uplifting, like, oh, I can finally be free. I can finally be able to do what I want to do. But, it's like, at this day and age, I'm just getting started when it comes to these videos because, like I said, I have been very passionate for a while to make these video reviews and these music reviews and keeping my followers updated with music and making sure that I do my part, promoting their favorite artists as well. And the same here for me because Tinashe basically is that chick, period. There's room for Tinashe to thrive in the music business, even without a record label, period. Okay? She is able to sustain. She is able to survive. And I'm going to tell y'all something. I'm going to drag her haters. I got time today. Super Saiyan mode. Listen. She is still able to survive in this music climb. Because I'm going to tell y'all something. It's so funny how people will still say, well, she's a flop. She's still a fail. She's not going, like I said, she should give up her music career. Let me tell y'all something. You've been saying the same old thing 24/7. What else do you have to say? She's still making music. Go ahead, deal with it, don't listen to her music, and shut the fuck up. Okay? Okay. And it's like, you know, it's just really funny that, because from what I'm seeing, like I said, music is changing, the direction is changing, the landscape of music. So we gotta let these artists be free. We gotta let these artists be creative. We gotta let these artists have that, innovation to experiment with their music and let their music speak for itself and let the music represent them. And I like that Tinashe is able to stand on her own 2 feet, and she's able to have relevancy and have longevity. Because I'm gonna tell y'all something, I think that will really, like I said, some people who don't like Tinashe, especially when they be hating on her, it just comes from a place of like insecurity. I feel like when you're that insecure of a person that you don't like or you don't care for, there's something about you that, is whatever. But I really have to say that Songs for You is a really good body of work. Tinashe really did not let us down, and I'm so satisfied with what I heard. All of the music is so good. This is who Tinashe is as an artist, period. This is who she has always been as an artist, period. And like I said, she had to really fight for her art and her music. Overall, I give this album a 5 out of 5. And yeah, it's a really good body of work. It's really solid. It's cohesive. I like how she's able to give a little bit of everything for fans, a variety. Up tempo, mid tempo, slow tempo songs, and she's given us bits and pieces of who she is as an artist. And I can really say that I'm satisfied and I appreciate what she has done so far in music. And like I said, like from her previous bodies of work, I feel like her other albums have led up to this album, Songs for You. So I like that, she's able to keep up with the momentum, and she's able to do that by still keeping up with the consistency and still being able to connect with her fans and still make sure that her fans are satisfied with her work because she's satisfied with her work. And that's the beautiful thing. As long as you're satisfied with your work, regardless of people like it or not, that's all that fucking matters. And with that being said, I'm about to sign out, y'all. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoyed my music review to Tinashe's new album, Songs for You. And Tinashe, if you see this video, girl, I support you always. I'm a day one fan. I love your music. Keep doing what you do and keep shining bright, girl. Love you forever. AKA Team Tinashe, AKA Sweet Tea. All my Team Tinashe fans, please do not be afraid to support this video. Please do not be afraid to express your thoughts and opinions. And please, I really appreciate it because I know most of y'all I follow on social media. We really do get along. But please help, like I said, retweet, spread this video to all of the Tinashe fans and help your girl out. Get some new followers, get some new subscribers. It's all love over here. And as always, please do not be afraid to subscribe to this channel. Please do not be afraid to hit the notification bell. Please do not be afraid to like, share, comment, subscribe down below. And as always, stay tuned to the next episode of Get Since 92, Dragon Ball Z narrator reference. Peace, bye-bye, and as always, the Super Saiyan is out.